let me shift gears a bit. One of
Sure.
the things that we advise a lot of the entrepreneurs that we work with is to think about risk. And we think about that from an operational standpoint, right? So things like employee manuals and employee contracts and customer vendor contracts, those kinds of subcontractor contracts, which a lot of the young startup and particular entrepreneurs and some bigger entrepreneurs I've seen just don't even think about. Can you speak to me a little bit about risk? And if you were talking to a group of entrepreneurs and Change the World, socially responsible entrepreneurs, really fired up, passionate about where they're headed, if you could list 3 or 4 or 8 things that you said, watch out for these things, what would they be?
Well, sure, and I think that's a great concept, and it's really a problem I have with some of the Change the World entrepreneurs I deal with. Is they're hugely positive men and women, which is great. That's why they're where they are. But again, things can go wrong. Things do go wrong. And one of the main things we try to preach to these people is no matter what law firm you use or what you do, it's easy enough to identify the 2, 3, 5, 8 risk of your business, primary risk, and protect yourself against them as much as you can. Because these things can derail you, can derail your company, and can really lead to tragic consequences for the company going forward if you don't do it. One of the biggest situations I see, Robert, one of the biggest risks right up front for most of these smaller companies is documentation of, very easy, I call it who owns what and what are their rights. Let's say 3 of us form a company. We've been together, we were roommates in college, everything was great, and we don't have to worry about, right? We don't have to worry. We know, we trust each other, we've been through everything. And all of a sudden, it's amazing. The biggest risk people face here is people change and things change, especially when money is involved. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, the 3 guys who were, roommates at Georgia Tech or whatever, now it's different because now money's involved. Hey, I put way more in than that guy did. I really should have 80%, not 30%. The biggest thing I can say to people up front is document who owns what and what their rights and obligations are. I don't care what they are, but decide what they are, get advice, decide what they are, and document it. Put that document in a drawer. 9 times out of 10, it never comes out of the drawer, but that one time it does, it's awfully darn important, Robert.
Absolutely.
That's the biggest risk I see. It is so easy. It's a pie. There's 100% of a pie. A, B, and C guys and ladies own it. What they own 33 1/3, or do they own, it doesn't matter what it is, but get it down on paper, document it. Especially the other thing is up front, when you start a company is when people are much more agreeable. Everybody's happy. You'll never be more consistent than the first day you start the company. Everything is in total agreement on where you're going. Get it down in paper then, not later when one guy decides that he's put in more, so he's entitled to more. That happens just all the time. And the problem is it leads to expensive and really, really horrible litigation, which I love my litigators here at the firm, but I don't want to go. I want to be their friend. I don't want to go to them professionally with my clients because litigation will just kill an innovative company.